look great.
Hello.
My God, you look lovely.
Oh, thank you.
How are things? Everything good, I guess?
Things are great.
Now,
How about you?
You know, everything's all right. If you throw out the highs and the lows, everything's fine. I think the last time you were here, we were talking about college. Is that what we were talking about?
We were talking
Yeah, now how
about
is college? Tell me all about that.
It's good. I'm sort of absent from it.
Not going to college?
Well, I've completed 2 years. It's only taken me, what, like 6 to do that. So, so I'm plugging away.
But you're going to go back and finish up.
Oh, yeah. No, I have such good intentions.
Yes. And what were you studying your first 2 years?
Well, literature was always my main concentration.
That's pretty good. You can't go wrong there.
No, and it's such a wonderful thing to study, and you never run out of things to read and learn.
That's exactly right. And but did you think at some point I've got to make a decision here because I'm in all of these big important films, and maybe I can take some time off from college to make the films?
Well, yeah, I have this wonderful theory that they're going to give me life experience credit. I think it's going to work because, well, listen, they do offer it at my school, and I'm at NYU now. I was at Vassar before, and I transferred. And I figure, you know, they have kind of tie-ins that you can do, you know, different classes that you can do with different schools. So Tisch is the drama school, and I think I should get credit for being in movies.
I'll tell you something. What you don't understand, sure. You can also get credit for appearing on this show. You get actual college credit, yes. Yeah, you can come back every night if you like.
But I was wondering about the grading system. Is it like if you win an Oscar, you get an A? And if your movie bombs, like, good luck. You got to repeat the course.
Yeah, I don't know. I would think that just the experience. What do you care, for heaven's sakes? And by the way, speaking of movies that don't bomb, this Brokeback Mountain deal, that turned into like a thing, didn't it?
It did.
Now, were you up there on location in that beautiful country?
I was. We shot it in Calgary.
Yeah. How long were you actually in that?
Well, I
wilderness?
shot my part in about 6 days, so I didn't rough it like the rest of them.
Yeah, but it was stunningly beautiful, wasn't it?
It was gorgeous, especially after rainstorms.
Yeah. Now, did you know? You probably read the whole script before you did the film, right?
I tried to,
yeah.
yes.
And you know that there would be men kissing.
I did know that, yeah.
But men, it turned out to be like a big thing, a huge blockbuster moneymaker.
I know. I was really. I mean, there was always a question when we went into it, you know, what kind of audience is going to see it?
Right.
And apparently the audience was people that like to see good movies.
Yes, absolutely. Well, there you go. That answers the question exactly. And speaking of good movies, we have The Devil Wears Prada, and it's you and it's Meryl Streep. And who else? Who am I leaving out of the film?
Stanley Tucci.
Oh, that's right.
And Emily Blunt, who's this wonderful British actress.
And of course, Meryl Streep has been nominated for more Academy Awards than anybody else. Mickey Rourke is like second. And was but now you know, you've proven yourself as a young actress, but yet there you are with Meryl Streep. And so what is that like? Is that anything or nothing?
Well, it's something. I can assure you it's something.
Right.
I can only liken it to, like, you know, being a ball girl at the U.S. Open, and suddenly you're just asked to play in the final, and you know you're not going to win, and you know you're probably not going to be much competition, but you're like, oh God, I'm going to have fun. And so that's kind of what it was like. I knew that I was playing with an ace.
Yeah. She was here last week and couldn't be lovelier and couldn't be.
Isn't she fun?
Yeah, and she's great in the movie.
So great.
And why would that be a surprise? But would she allow you to approach her?
Well, she did warn me at the very beginning of the movie. She was very nice. She's such a warm person. She, you know, pulled me into her arms and said, listen, I just want to let you know I'm so excited we're working together. I think you're going to do a great job. Right. That's the last nice thing I'm going to say to you. And it was. Yeah. And so, I mean, she wasn't, you know, she wasn't method. She didn't make me get her coffee or anything on set, but I would have done it.
And have you ever had a job like that where somebody treats you the way she? And I thought she did a great job because it was very low key, never really lost her. And very intimidating in a way. Less is more in this case. Ever worked for anybody like that?
I have worked with a few people, but I figure if I have stories about them, they probably have stories about me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, that's excellent philosophy.
But my only other job was babysitting, so a lot of them were 3, and and I don't want to be telling stories about 3-year-olds. I'm sure they're lovely.
No,
now.
that's not fair. But I have worked for people who are nasty and ugly and throw things and are busting things, and I loved it because I mean, there's no better way to go to work each day than full of hate, and it's a tremendous motivator. And
you learn so very much.
Absolutely.
I do have a great story, though, because I called up a bunch of my friends, people I know who have made great leaps and strides in the business, and kind of asked for them for their worst assistant stories. And this one producer now, he told me about when he was much younger, he had been an assistant to kind of the it actor at the time.
The #1 box office guy.
The #1 box office guy who shall remain nameless, sorry. And
Burt Reynolds.
So this guy, apparently my friend, he had to give this actor some bad news, and when he gave the actor the bad news, the actor turned around and clocked him in the face.
Just hit him.
And just hit him, and he went back on, and he was just kind of stunned, and he went home because and then that night the actor called him and said, "Listen, that was wrong." So it's good that he recognized that. And he said, "But I'd like you to come into work tomorrow." And when my friend went back in, the actor had bought him a Thunderbird.
Wow.
And my friend stayed on.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Would you? I don't think I would have stuck around even for a Thunderbird.
Thunderbird's pretty nice. So this is probably in the late 50s, early 60s when Thunderbirds really were something.
Ooh, I guess I've given away too much.
Yeah, a little bit, because the newer Thunderbirds are not worth getting punched for. But the old ones, the original ones.
I take the subway. I don't know.
Right, give us another hint. Give us another small hint.
You've seen his movies.
Seen his movies. All right, and he punched an assistant, and he gave him a Thunderbird. One more.
One more?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, I know. Was it Fred Astaire?
You got it. How did you know? He actually didn't punch him. It was a high kick.
He kicked him. He kicked him. Yeah, how's your boyfriend? Do you have a boyfriend?
I have a boyfriend.
How's that going?
It's well, we've been together for over 2 years, so I hope it's going well. Thank you, because that 2 years is like 10 years in actor time.
And how did you? What does he do?
He's in real estate development and finance.
Real estate development finance. Oh, one of those guys.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad things are going well there. Now let's show a picture of a film, a clip, a thing from the picture. It's a clip from the film. Do you know what we're going to see? And by the way, a very entertaining movie. I really enjoyed this.
Did you?
Yes.
I'm so glad that you liked it, because no offense, you're not our demographic.
Yeah, because I know nothing. I know nothing about fashion. I know a little bit about the woman that the character is supposed to be about. It's loosely based on the book about that woman, Anna Wintour at Vogue magazine. But that's all I know. And they're always late with my subscription.
You should make a call.
I'm going to make a call. So anyway, what are we going to see here, Ann?
Well, this is actually pretty much the first scene in the film, and it's where my character, Andy Sachs, who's a girl from the Midwest, fresh out of college, comes to the big glamorous magazine and tries to get a job in a field she doesn't really care about, which is fashion.
Yes, you come from Northwestern, you're a journalism graduate.
She's a very serious person, and she
right.
meets basically the most important woman in fashion in the world.
I like the scene where Meryl Streep refers to you as the fat one.
The smart fat girl.
Yeah, the smart fat girl.
As you can see.
She's huge!
Enormous! Couldn't fit through the door.
So here it is, The Devil Wears Prada opens on Friday. Let's take a look.
Yes. But perhaps something a little more,
Mistake,
I don't
we
know.
got the wrong.
I did not approve that costume.
Is that the right? Let's try it again. One more time, The Devil Wears Prada. Let's take a look. And then the fun begins. Well, it is. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a good combination, the two of you. And it opens on Friday. Geez, it's nice to see you again, Ann.
So good to see
Thank you very much for being
you.
here. The lovely Ann Hathaway, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with Jim Gaffigan.